Are we opening all of these or are we just choosing two?
So, first I say hello. Hello!
Hi.
Hi everyone! It's Denny Daniel, and we're doing another museum presentation in the apartment. And I've got with me...
Luce?
And...
Lucy.
Lucy, right. So, you know, you just add an extra bit to it, and add an extra syllable to it, and you have the next person if you forget the names. And, of course, they're at the end of their tour. They got to hang out with Tristan a whole lot, and they're getting to open up a new acquisition. So these are the 4 boxes that they're going to pick from. I do this like a 40-second street shell game where I mix them up. So this is my mixing. So I'm mixing up the packages. It's kind of like a pillow fight. And then you guys get to pick a package, any package.
Okay. Do you want the V-Day one? It's got a heart
She
on
wants
it.
that one.
Do you want that one?
She's got to go with her heart. Pun intended. And which one do you pick? That one? Okay. And then this is your scalpel. Just don't cut yourselves, because otherwise I have to cure you with my crack medical devices.
Yeah.
From the Civil War.
Probably end up with
Interesting. Oh, that's how you open it. It's over here.
You got yours?
Don't look at that, that's cheating. Oh, it's a film.
Ooh.
Wow, I never would have guessed a square box was a film. Was a round film.
Yeah.
And let's see what film you got.
Silent Scotland. Steamboat, steam locomotive.
Oh, wow. This is a very cool one. Silent Scotland. This is, I'm working with a bunch of people that work with like steamboats and big Freightliner, all these giant boats and everything. So I wanted to get a couple of films that would work with them. So I picked up some films that are boat-oriented, so to say. So this is a boat-oriented film. It'll be like stuff having to do with ships. So it's silent. It's a silent and black and white. And I guess it's Scottish boat film. And this is a silent, you can tell because it's got holes on either side. So if somebody says to you, wow, how did you know so quickly that's a silent? It's because if it has holes on either side, there's no place to put sound.
Oh, gotcha.
Because sound would be the other side where, yeah, so they would take out the holes and have an optical sound track. And you would literally see a wave, and that is your sound, and it would be read by a light bulb. They have this
Why
light
are there
bulb.
holes in the center ones?
So the holes are just, you know, so it grabs onto it. So that's why you have holes, but the silent films had holes on both sides, and sound film have holes on only one side, and that's how you know the difference. So that's a cool film to open.
Yeah.
I like that one. What did you get?
I got a film too.
Oh, wow, a lot of films in square boxes.
It's a choo-choo film. Choo-choo film?
Oh, this is a fun one. The Choo Choo Swing. So I do a lot of shows for like the railroad companies and you know, the New York Transit.
Oh, wow.
And we did one for the Strasbourg Railroad because I'm on the board of the Steampunk Society. So we did something at the Strasbourg Railroad, one of these steampunk events. And so I wanted to get a whole bunch of things having to do with railroads. So this one has the song, Where Do You Work, Johnny? And I've been working on the railroad.
Perfect. Classic.
So those are cool
Classic.
films.
That is.
I like it.
Yeah.
Now, I started a tradition this year when people open up films, because normally I open up the films because you can always tell when it's a film, because it's round. But people have been opening up films and they've been coming in square boxes, which has been confusing me. And we started a tradition where we had people open up one other piece if they open up films. I think I'm going to probably stop doing that tradition because I buy so many films now that half the boxes are films anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, then we'll just read what's on the film. But I'm going to keep this tradition going and have one more box get opened that you guys will open together.
Hey. Which one?
So what we'll do is, again, mix them up like this, and then pick a box A1. Okay.
It says keep refrigerated on it.
Yeah, I think that's the old
Oh. Yeah,
item that must
I
have
was
been in
hoping
there.
for the mummy.
Me too. I'm always hoping for a mummy. I never get a mummy. The Met got all the mummies.
You stole them all from me.
Well, that's
Even
kinda
though I
half
wasn't
true.
alive when they got them.
Yeah. You got it?
I think so.
I always have the Mission Impossible song in my head whenever I open a box. Dun,
It's a
dun,
great song
dun,
to have in
dun,
your head.
dun,
Yeah.
dun,
Interesting.
Oh, it's another film.
dun. Yeah, I'm like,
It's
oh
a
no,
smaller
another
film. No, but I think
They're
it's a
just going to
series
keep opening films.
Oh,
the
it
entire
is a
day.
series of
Of, it's
films.
a series of films.
Oh, you hit the jackpot.
We
the
did the
jackpot.
film jackpot.
It's a Jack in the Box jackpot. Here, let me help you so it doesn't fly all over the place. Okay. So now, here, rip that apart. And I'll take the box. Let's see, make sure there's nothing else in the box.
Kodak.
Because that's happened to me.
Breakdowns of 1936.
This is not
Wow.
silent.
What's that?
She learned something.
Oh,
It's
that
not
was quick. She's good.
like that.
She's a quick study.
George of the Jungle, intro and end.
Oh, how cool.
Oh, you're kidding. That's George of the Jungle? I was
Yeah,
wondering
that's so
when that would be
awesome.
opened. I got that so long ago. That's cool. George of the Jungle, watch out for that tree. George
That's good
of
stuff.
the Jungle, last friend to you and me, or something like that. And then he goes, oh, and he slams into the tree and then
Yeah.
falls down. Wow, that's cool. We got a George of the Jungle, and then this one was Breakdowns of 1936.
I can't tell.
Oh,
if
so
it's-
this is probably one of these, like, I have a lot of films having to do with, like, jalopies and cool old cars that slam into each other and stuff like that. So this is probably one of those kind of things.
They had that in 1936?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's for sure.
I know.
Yeah, I love those films. And every time I look at those films, I think to myself, oh my God, that's like a Ford Model T you're destroying, which is worth so much. But to them, it was a bad
Yeah,
old car.
exactly.
It was like, 5-year-old, Buick LeSabre
Uh.
that people were like, oh God, 1970s, like a really bad Buick.
Yeah.
So they're like, that's just an old car to them. They didn't think of it as a classic car because it wasn't.
Right.
It was just a car. So yeah, we'll show these. I take
cool.
these to the speakeasies, and so each month, I'll show different films, and I try to get all new stuff all the time. So this one will probably be for the Wind Up Circus one
Yay.
in December, and this one I can show anytime because everybody loves those kind of like
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
car race,
Oh, that's
slam them, break up
Yeah.
cars. Everyone likes to destroy stuff. So that one went in here. So I'll put those in there.
Now when we see the films, you can say, I open them.
I opened
Yeah,
I
that
opened
was mine. Bye, guys.